What up, guys? The Bench Buddies are back with our Week 16 NFL preview and picks. We got our special guest this week, Jason Erhardt.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to the panel. Good luck this week. But first, we're going to talk about last week. Ethan, you got me by 2 games, and it all started with that Colts pick.
I did pick up 2 games. It would have been nice to see the Broncos come up with that win against the Bengals, but, it happens. But, I'm down 5, and we got 3 weeks left to play. Well, not including playoffs. So, but I'm hoping to get it between 2 and a couple weeks here.
And, Jason, this is what you got to beat this week. It says 11-3, but, there's 16 games this week and not 14, so you got to go 13-3 to beat that. Shout out to Cam Miggs, though, as our last guest on there. Dethroning Jerry, which that has been here since the first time we had a guest on here. So, props to him, but hopefully, Jason, you're either changing that or not in last place.
Yeah, hopefully I can dethrone Cam.
And we'll start it off here with the first game tonight, Niners, Titans. Should be a great game. And I'm rolling with the Niners because I think George Kittle and Debo are going to have a monster game. Their secondary is kind of suspect at times. A.J. Brown's coming back to the Titans, but I think the Niners will pull this one out on the road.
Before I get my pick and my explanation, let me know if I should start A.J. Brown tonight against that bad Niners secondary. Let us know in the comments because I need some help this week. But anyway, I'm taking the Niners in this one. I think they're playing too good of football to lose in this situation where they could not make the playoffs in that very competitive NFC. As you know, I'm high on the Niners. I picked them to win the division this year, so not much else to be said. Niners are a really good team, and they're going to be dangerous come playoff time.
Yeah, so my thought process when picking the Titans, I kind of just like being different, and I saw Ethan and Zach pick the Niners, so I thought, why not pick the Titans? I also, they obviously have a pretty good record. They've been having a solid year. I think they've got some weapons, and I think this game will be like pretty close. So I got the Titans on top.
And to start on Saturday, we got Christmas. I'm rolling with my Packers here. Aaron Rodgers at home in Lambeau, and then you got a special holiday, and it's in prime time. I just think he doesn't lose this type of game. And with Browns and all their COVID issues still to this day on Thursday, I think it's kind of a risky bet anyways. I think the Packers will win and cover that spread.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think the Packers are one of the best teams in the NFL. Honestly, they're probably the best team in the NFL. So, Aaron Rodgers, like you said, on Christmas Day, it's not likely he's going to just pull off like a dud game. So, going to take the Packers big in this one.
Yeah, like Zach and Ethan, I also have the Packers. I think it's hard to just bet against Aaron Rodgers in general, let alone being on Christmas. I think he's probably one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. Not that he can't lose, but I think it's very unlikely in this situation. So I'm going with the Packers.
And to close out the night, we got Colts, Cardinals, and I'm going with the Colts in the upset here because I think Jonathan Taylor should be the MVP, and he's the reason why the Colts have 8 wins this year. Then you got the Cardinals with Cliff Kingsbury. It seems like they do this every year. Lose to a bad team in the second half, start reeling. Are they really a good team? And I'm kind of leaning that way again because, they got a tough schedule these last 3 games. And I really don't see how they can, win all 3. They're going to start this week by losing to the Colts.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm going to take the Colts. I think they're one of the most dangerous teams in the AFC. I think if there's one team that I could take going into Arrowhead right now in the AFC and winning that game, the Colts could be that team. So that just speaks how good Jonathan Taylor has been this year, along with the running game and that defense. Talking about the Cardinals here, they're obviously going to be, I think they're going to be a really good team in the playoffs, but right now they are losing. They have been losing. Like you said, Cliff Kingsbury teams tend to play not so good football towards the end of the year, and it's looking like that's the start of this year.
Yeah, so I again wanted to be different. I went with the Cardinals, but I just think they've obviously been having a really solid year. They got some weapons, although Hopkins may be out. I mean, Christian Kirk is a fantastic wide receiver. Same with AJ Green's been stepping up. I mean, they got a Pro Bowl running back in James Conner. Uh, Obviously, Kyler Murray is a jack of all trades. He can do it all. I think the Cardinals are coming out on top.
And on Sunday, we're going to start with the Lions. You know, all of our Michigan people loving this game. And I'm going with the Lions here. I think they're hot right now. They're 2 out of their 3. Don't need the first pick. I think they're pretty solid, you know, with Dan Campbell as the head coach. You know, quarterbacking next year may be a big question. Tyler Huntley may be a name linked to the Lions come free agency. But for right now, I think this is a very winnable game for them, and they can go into Atlanta and win this game.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick there. Like, I could definitely see that happening. The Lions have been playing good football, but I do think the Falcons are going to win this one because it just seems like a game the Lions will win, or I mean the Lions will lose. The Falcons haven't been playing great football, but they are in that NFC hunt still. So they're really looking for a win here, and they're playing against one of the worst teams in football. So I think they're going to get it.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good point. I mean, the Lions definitely are one of the worst teams in football. But I'm going with Zach on this one. I think being from Michigan, I feel like I have a duty to be behind the Lions and their hopes to win some more. So I'm hoping, got my fingers crossed, they beat the Falcons.
And the best game in the AFC besides Bills Patriots this week, AFC North. This game pretty much decides who's going to win the AFC North.
I don't know about all that. But
if there isn't a tie here, I think this game decides it. And I'm going with the Bengals. I think, you know, the Ravens have still been playing well. Lamar status, I'm not 100% sure if he's playing or not. But I don't think it matters because Joe Burrow is going to have a day. We saw Rodgers play really good against the Ravens last week. You know, Big Ben stepped it up in the second half when they lost to the Steelers. And I think it's going to be kind of the same. A lot high-scoring game here. And I just think the Bengals are more equipped to win a high-scoring game.
That's a good point. Zach. I'm taking the Ravens in this one. Now, I know the Bengals blew them out, 41-17 or something like that last time they played. And the Ravens were at home, so that's looking a lot better for the Bengals. But I'm taking the Ravens just because I think Lamar is going to have a really good game, control the clock. John Harbaugh is going to let Justin Tucker kick this week, and I think that's going to help him win.
Yeah, so I'm in agreement with Ethan here. I mean, I got the Ravens this week. I think the Ravens are a super solid team. They have one of the best tight ends in the league. I mean, you can throw it anywhere in his direction. He's catching it. I think if they have Lamar back this week, obviously you guys know what he's capable of. I think the Bengals obviously have a really solid team with Burrow and Mixon and whatnot, but I don't know. I got the Ravens this week.
And you got a game that we're all going to clean sweep across the board for the Rams for, but I'm not liking that right now. This is a very winnable game for the Vikings who desperately need this win. And, You know, the Vikings this year, I think every game that they've played has finished in a one-possession game, and which is pretty crazy, you know, through 14 games. You're in every game. Could be 14-0 or could be 0-14, you know, but how the turntables turn, they're at 7-7 right in the middle. So yep. I don't know. This is game kind of a toss-up for me, but I think I just got to go with the more consistent team in the Rams.
Yeah, I'm with you going with the Rams. Breaking news. I don't know if anybody heard about this, but Dalvin Cook is on the COVID reserve. So that's going to help the Rams win this game a lot. I was already taking the Rams, but I'm taking the Rams anyway, especially, you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Rams in this game as well. I mean, obviously they've been one of the more consistent teams. Matthew Stafford's been having an amazing season. Cooper Kupp even a more amazing season. I mean, he's like on the brink of breaking Calvin Johnson's single season receiving yards record, which is absolutely insane. I mean, yeah, I just think that this is the team with a lot of chemistry, and I don't really see them losing this game. So,
and we got that best AFC game. Bills, Patriots. I'm rolling with the Patriots here because I just think they always have the Bills number. and Sean McDermott and Josh Allen still can't figure out Bill Belichick and Mac Jones. I mean, I'm not really too big on the Patriots, but it's hard not to root for them this year, just because how they rebounded so quickly. It feels like not even rebounded, reloaded so quickly. Matthew Judon's a star. He's leading this Patriots team to 9-5 and 10-5 after this week.
I'm taking the Bills in this one. I know last game I picked the Bills to beat the Pats, and that didn't happen, but I'm sticking with my Bills. Bills Mafia, they're crazy. They're gonna be traveling to New England, and I think they just need this game more. And I don't see the Patriots as winning this division easily right now, so I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Zach on this one. I think I'm gonna go Patriots. I grew up in New England, and I mean, growing up, I mean, the Patriots really always were stomping on the Bills. The Bills are a lot better nowadays, though, I will say, with Josh Allen, very talented quarterback. But I mean, the last time they played the Bills, I mean, they just ran all over them. I know the conditions were different because it was very windy and whatnot, but I mean, the Bills just didn't seem like they could even stop the Patriots run game. So I got the Patriots on this one.
And a snoozer. For some reason, if you like watching last place teams play, this is the game for you. You get the Jaguars, who now own the first pick in the draft, and you got the Jets, who will probably own it after this week. Because I'm going with the Jaguars. I think they have to win one without Urban Meyer. They were in the game last week against, I believe, the Texans for a little bit, faltered at the end, but that even line is perfect for this game because it's really just a coin toss.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm taking the Jets, though, just because, I mean, if you really think about it, this is going to be a pretty interesting game, if you like rookie quarterbacks, but other than that, I just think the Jets are a tad bit less terrible. So I'm taking the Jets.
Yeah. I'm actually going with the Jaguars this week. I think Zach had a good point when he brought up Urban Meyer being out. I think that's honestly going to help this team a lot. I feel like he might have been holding them back a little bit. I think there was a little bit of toxic vibes when he was the head coach, and hopefully with him not being there anymore, hopefully maybe the team can play a little bit more relaxed. And I don't know. I also think the Jets are pretty bad too, so I think anything can happen here.
Yeah.
And you got a very interesting game here. Giants are looking to play spoiler for the Eagles, who need this win to get into the playoff race. But I just don't see that happening, especially at Lincoln Financial. The Eagles are going to win this game, and Hurts will probably have a big day.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think the Giants have impressed anybody this season, especially Daniel Jones. I mean, the offense has gotten better, and it just seems like he's taken a step down from what he was. Mm-hmm. So I'm taking the Eagles. That run game is a lot to handle, and I think they're going to take it to him this week.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with both of them. I got the Eagles. I think the Eagles are just overall the way better team. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is a very, very talented quarterback, super versatile. He can run, whatnot. I think the Giants they're not the best either. I think their wide receivers have been kind of injury prone as well. But yeah, I got the Eagles on this one.
And another clean sweep across the board. We got the Bucs pretty much steamrolling the Panthers. Bad showing last week for the Bucs. You lost Leonard Fournette for the season, the regular season. Godwin for the year. Evans, who knows? Tough week for Bucs, but I think they will rebound big this week over a big win over the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Not much else to say. I mean, tough loss this week against the Saints. It's hard to get shut out in the NFL, man. I think they're going to bounce back big, though, this week. Scored in 30, 35 points, somewhere around there. Big win.
Yeah, I got the Buccaneers as well. I think just like the Aaron Rodgers thing, I think it's really hard to bet against Tom Brady because even though he's shown he can lose, it's not super common. So, and I think with the Buccaneers still having a pretty solid defense, I got the Buccaneers all day on this one.
And I believe to finish up the 1:00 slate, we got the Chargers and Texans. And I don't know. I mean, like this game, the 10-point spread. We got my mom walking in the picture. It's her 50th birthday today, so happy birthday to her.
Happy
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Mrs. Quinn.
Happy birthday.
Woohoo! Hi guys, how are ya?
Oh, we're good. How about you?
Good. Any big upsets coming this week that I need to know about?
We got the Lions over the Falcons.
Oh, come on.
They lied.
Lions over the
Book it.
Falcons.
Book.
Hey, what about the Browns over the Packers?
Where are they playing at?
Green Bay.
Playing in Green Bay.
No, not happening.
Yeah, nope,
Nope.
not happening.
Not happening. All right. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Yeah,
Yep.
happy birthday. Have a good day.
Thank you.
And then back to our scheduled program. We got the Chargers, Texans, and I think it's going to be a clean sweep. Herbert's going to have a huge day. I honestly don't even think he'll play in the fourth quarter in this game. I just think that's how much of a blowout this game's going to be. So fantasy managers, you better hope he has a good 3 quarters.
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of them here, and I'm in a big game, semifinals. So I'm expecting him to go off, and obviously I'm taking the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, I'm also taking the Chargers. I obviously think I don't even know if I think the Chargers are super, super good. I just think the Texans are very, very bad. And like you guys said, I mean, Herbert's a super, super good quarterback. They got a pretty solid team. I think Eckler's out this week, unfortunately.
As well.
But I don't know. I don't think that's going to slow them down at all. I think they're going to win this one pretty easily.
And to start those 4:00 games, Bears, Seahawks. I mean, this game is really a crapshoot. I'm kind of surprised I'm the only one going with the Seahawks here, because it is at home. Russ has been mediocre at best. And the Bears, on the hot mic, you had after official review, we suck. You had that comment from a fan. So I don't know. It's just not a game I'm watching. Hopefully all the games are still going on when this game comes on, so I don't have to watch it. But I'm rolling with the Seahawks here.
I'm going to be taking the Bears. The Bears looked a lot better than last week. Not necessarily as a whole, all the penalties, all the mistakes that they made. That really killed them last week, especially when they only ended up losing 17-9. It only ended up being an 8-point loss. So, I think Justin Fields proved that he's been driving the ball down the field, looked a lot better. I think if the receivers can give him a little bit of help this week, they'll play good football and win this game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say about this one. I'm taking the Bears. I don't really think Russ has been playing too well this year. I know they do have some weapons, which could be a problem for the Bears, but I also think the Bears are a team that could surprise a lot of people. So I'm taking the Bears on this one.
Yep. And also these 4:00 games are big for our season, our $20 wager, because if you're going to see it, I'm taking the Steelers in this one. It's a little bit bold, but Steeler Nation. It's not bias. I think if the Chiefs,
not biased.
I think if the Chiefs don't have Hill or Kelsey, it'll be a closer game. I don't know. I'm taking the Steelers.
I mean, I'm rolling with the Chiefs here because they're the Chiefs. They're red hot. They've won 7 in a row. I don't care who's out there. Byron Pringle can be the number 1 and he's going for 100 or more. Joe Hayden's been lifting in the offseason, as we've seen last week, but lifting's not going to stop speed. And I think that's what the Chiefs have. And he's going to get blown by for a few tutties. Chiefs big here.
Yeah, I'm also going with the Chiefs. I don't have much reasoning behind it. I think obviously the Chiefs are just the better team. They've been really hot lately. Obviously slow start to the season, but they've been picking it up. I think if Kelsey and Hill were both out, it could make this game pretty interesting. But I think regardless, I think it's the Chiefs game.
And another game that if you're obviously just flicking back and forth, you got the ticket, whatnot, definitely flick back and forth this game. It's like these teams are vying for a playoff spot in their same division. There's not much to be said other than this game is another coin toss. That's why the line's at even. And I think I'm going with Denver just because it's at home. Teddy Bridgewater, his scary injury last week, I don't think he's going to play this week. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think they're going to rally around it and get them a win this week.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters if Bridgewater starts. It'll help, but I'm with you. I think either way, this game's a coin toss. I'm taking the Broncos because they're at home, just like you. But I think when it comes down to it, neither of these teams are making the playoffs. I think it'll end up being the Colts, Chargers, and stay tuned for my other pick. But it won't be one of these two. So
yeah, I'm like I said, I like being different. I picked the Raiders, but I mean, I also think they have some weapons, and although they haven't been playing great lately, I think obviously Derek Carr is not a terrible quarterback. They got Hunter Renfrow, who's been playing pretty good. Obviously this game is a coin toss, but I got the Raiders in this one.
And the Sunday night game, you got Washington and Dallas. Washington, who they need a win out to even have a shot at the playoffs, and that's very slim. And you got Cowboys, who, if they win this game or Eagles lose this week, they clinch the division. And I think that's going to happen this week. Dallas wins big.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Dallas wins big. It doesn't really matter what Washington does this week. I just think Dallas at home, Sunday Night Football. The boys are going to go off. It's going to be a big game for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm liking the Cowboys in this one as well. Obviously, I hope they do good. I hope it's high scoring. I got a couple of the Cowboys guys in my fantasy team, so yeah, I'm hoping the ball is just flying around, and yeah, I got the Cowboys.
Yep.
And on Monday, I'm going to show it on the screen. You probably can't read it, but it says Ian Book is confirmed as the starter with Hill and Simeon on the COVID list. So I think, the Saints and Sean Payton, I don't know how they are 7-7 right now. I don't know how they pulled off the win last week. Sean Payton for Coach of the Year, honestly, on how they're doing right now. And Ian Book's finally getting his shot, after Jameis Winston went down. It's been a crapshoot at the QB position. So, if Ian Book has a good showing, he may run with that quarterback job for the last few weeks here. But I got to roll with the Dolphins. 6 in a row now after starting 1-7 or 2-7, I believe.
No, I think it was 1-7. Or no, I think didn't they start off 0-7 and then they won 7 straight?
Oh, either way,
I think they're the only team in NFL history to lose 7 and then
win 7
pick
in a
up
row.
7 right after. Pretty crazy.
So, I think that momentum's going to carry, and they're going to win this game.
I'm with you there. I'm taking the Dolphins. Dolphins actually have a pretty solid defense this year, especially the last 7 games. And I just don't trust a rookie quarterback who had really not much experience in college, playing at Notre Dame, not playing against much NFL talent. So I'm taking the Dolphins in this one. Just, looking to win their 8th straight here.
Yeah, I'm going with the Saints. I don't know exactly why. Obviously, I wanted to be different than Zach and Ethan, so hopefully, if the Saints pull this one off, I can maybe have a good record for my picks. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think Saints aren't the best team, but they're not terrible, and I think the Dolphins could easily just slip up and let the Saints beat them. So yeah, I got the Saints.
All right, that'll do it for this week's picks. Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
Best of luck trying to beat Migs this week, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my best. I think I'm pretty confident in my picks, but hey, 11-3 is nothing to shy away from. So that was a good week by Cam, but we'll see.
All right. Until next time, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. But until next time, Bench Buddies are out. Peace.
She never called back.